Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jasmine Grujong, founder of Life Balance Awareness, as well as a certified health and life coach and Reiki master. On today's topic, I wanted to pretty much go ahead and discuss a topic that just came into mind from the many that come into mind on a daily basis for me. But this one in particular had me thinking for a little bit longer than usual. And the thought that actually came into mind for me at the moment was the fact that we don't necessarily understand the concept of when something is a consequence to our actions. Basically, whatever decision you decide to make on a daily basis, whether it's, decisions about things you eat, the things you say, the things you do for others, whatever it is that decision may encounter, there is a consequence to that. There is a cause and an effect to that action. Therefore, in reality, people that perfect and master themselves and their crafts are just ordinary people making extraordinary decisions on a daily basis. And what exactly would those extraordinary decisions be? What are the decisions, for example, if you had to make decisions on a daily basis for you to become an extraordinary person? It would have to start with the idea that becoming an extraordinary person comes from the ordinary person that makes those extraordinary decisions daily. So, for example, if I want to master my ability to, let's say, play the piano, I want to be able to feel the piano. I want to be able to be in tune with it as its instrument, where I master that craft of becoming one with that piano, where to the point that I can do it with my eyes closed, because you become one with it. And that, I believe, to be mastery of anything that you dedicate yourself to, anything that you decide to master, is something that you are making daily decisions that are contributing to that mastery. So me trying to become a master of playing that piano, my decisions are the decisions I will be making to make me extraordinary. Meaning, I would study, I would dedicate a lot of my energy and my time and my effort into the craft that I want to master. Whether that is playing a piano, whether that's reaching a goal in your life, whether physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, these all take daily decisions that would get you to where you want to become. Now, the consequences are you either become the master of whatever you want to master, or the consequence would also be you don't, because you didn't make the decisions that you needed on a daily basis to do so. So in reality, with us having the ability and the free will to make our daily decisions ourselves, we could only blame but ourselves when we fail. There's no one else to look at. There's no circumstance to look at. There's no one to blame but the person making the decision. Whether it's a decision to go, whether it's a decision to stay, there's going to be a consequence to that decision that you made. And that's something that I believe we all have to learn to understand. Because once we understand the importance of this concept of accepting that we are in charge of our lives, accepting that we create our lives to be whatever it may be, because the decisions that we are making are contributing to that. Now, if you know you're not contributing to that you want to become, you know you could only blame yourself. And when you can only look at yourself and blame yourself, you can no longer rely or wait on someone else to change, because the change is coming from you. There's no one else responsible for that change but you. Therefore, in the mastery of who we become and who we want to be in anything you want to do, comes a dedication that you need to apply to yourself, for yourself, because only you are responsible for the outcome of your life. Only you are responsible for the decisions you make on a daily basis, even if it is something that you feel you have no control over. It is in the mastery of understanding your situation from a higher level, from a different perspective, from a bigger picture in life. And that's also a mastery that once we apply that skill, life no longer is what we once thought it to be. It becomes either more or less. Those little dramas that would stress us out no longer apply to our stress, because we look at it as the drama from a play that we are observing, as being the observer of our environment or ourselves or our circumstances or our situation. If we learn to step out of the bubble of being the characters in this play and instead step out as the watcher, the observer of this orchestrated play that you're a part of, you learn to master yourself as a human being with the mastery that comes from being the observer. Because like anything that we constantly are watching, you are intrigued by watching it because you can feel the emotion of it. The empathy within you allows you to feel the experience, because in that experience there's emotions that are happening, things that are happening. There's things that if someone cuts their finger, you grinch. If someone cries, you feel. If someone screams, you feel. So these are things that we can be in tune with. Instead of responding with these emotions, we can look at it from an outside point of view. And once you're able to master that ability, nothing can affect you the way it used to. You are no longer in the play. Instead, you are watching the play. And how exciting is that? I mean, for me, I personally love Broadway shows because I feel what's happening based on putting myself in the idea of their shoes as their characters. But I'm not making it make me respond to it. It's not affecting me where I feel the necessity to either cry unless it's very impactful, or scream at someone or blame someone. You're only looking at it from an outside point of view. And that would be mastery of yourself. And that's something I definitely want to be able to teach people, because once we have reached that level, I believe that would make a big difference in the world, because we won't have the harshness, the hostility that we have. We won't have so much of the hate that surrounds us, because we will be able to step out of the drama that is orchestrated by our own thoughts and beliefs and culture and whatever it is. But whatever it is that we're projecting is what's creating our reality. And there's times that by you stepping out of that play, you look at it as an observer again, and you know, is this a movie I would want to watch? Or is this a movie that I would keep skipping through the channels? Now, looking at it from that point of view, for example, what kind of movie are you trying to watch when you're observing your time here in this earth, in this land, in this experience that you are exploring? Would it be an exciting movie? Would it be a movie that pretty much the same thing happens over and over again? Nothing exciting happening. If there's a lot of drama, I would be entertained with that. But drama, do I really want negative drama, or maybe drama like I want to see something where the drama is a character that doesn't know he has superpowers and then he turns into the superhero and saves the world. That's the kind of drama I would want to see, for example. I mean, if you like drama and you like watching different kind of drama, then you're orchestrating what you want to watch by making your life what you will be watching from that point of view. And when your life is repeating itself in front of your eyes, let's say the moment of judgment, you want to call it whatever you want to call it, or let's say when we leave this earth and our spirit goes wherever your belief system says it goes, and there's some kind of rewinding of your life, and you're watching a glimpse of every single thing you did in this lifetime. How do you think you will be feeling about yourself as you watch the character of yourself playing itself out? That's the moment I tell myself that I'm going to be proud to watch. That will be the moment that I knew that I was producing, directing, and acting in my own movie of life. And I feel damn proud to be the director and the creator of such an amazing, entertaining movie for me. Because remember, this is your experience. There is no wrong. There is no right. If you like different things that I like, and that's what you enjoy watching, because that's generally your taste and genre in whatever movie it is, then you will be okay with watching the movie that you created, whether good or bad. If it's something that, if your movie is killing people and you genuinely in your heart feel like you enjoyed it and you loved it doing it, and you have no shame and you feel okay with that because you accepted yourself for being the killer of that movie, and you're okay with that, morally you're okay with that, then that is not a wrong or right. That is the creation to your movie as the participator of the illusion that we live here in this lifetime. There's no wrong to that, right? This is what we have to understand. There's no wrong and there's no right. There's only perspectives, there's only judgment, there's only beliefs of people thinking one thing is better than the other, when in reality, those two things are the polarity that create the drama that we watch, and the options to have different genres and different things to watch and different excitement. You know, there's things that we watch that are not necessarily beneficial for us, but we enjoy it for whatever reason. We enjoy it because that is in the alignment of the frequency that we are in to enjoy such a thing. Aligning with that frequency is what we enjoy, and that's okay. There's no wrong to that. But when it's the wrong thing is when you're looking at what you created and you are not happy with your work and you are not enjoying what you're watching. You feel like it could be better. You feel like you could have done more. You felt like you could help more. You could have done more. This is what we're going through in the process before reincarnating, to try it again. Because what happens when you don't master something the way you want to master it? You try again if you truly want to master. If you truly want to master this ability of being in this world, to be the creator to your reality, you will try again until you get to that mastery, to become the master that you crave to be. And I feel like many of us are here in this lifetime to create the mastery of living life. Living life in the way that would feel right to me when I look back on it. And I see every single glimpse of my life, and it is what it had to be for me to become the person I became from it. And that's the story I want to say about myself. The story that I can look back and I say, I just made the decisions that I made because my decisions were extraordinary to reaching my goals and my mastery. I was just an ordinary person doing this. I know that everyone else can. My goal here is to master the ability to influence people. Influence people for the person and the human being they can become. Because in that influence, people believe in themselves. Because just like they are coming from this, the Bronx, New York, just like me, a regular, ordinary person that had the same decisions to make as a lot of people in my environment did. And I chose what I chose, and I made the best of it without victimizing myself, without blaming anyone, or feeling sorry for myself, or wanting people to feel sorry for me. I never wanted that. All I wanted was to master the ability to overcome the challenges that came in my life, the challenges that gave me obstacles, so that I can, in those obstacles, build strength and stability and balance, and build the map for my own abilities, giving me awareness of my own true potential as a human being. Once I am aware of my own true potential as a human being, I am able to master and overcome any challenges that come my way, because I already have the blueprint of who I am by the beliefs that I created with the decisions that I put myself through, because I believed before I made the decisions what my outcome would be. Never doubting myself, never in denial, leaving my insecurities to the back end, and doing what I feared, because I know once I jumped and took the leap of faith and took the risk that most won't, I would live the life that others can't, because I truly, divinely believe in myself. There's no turning back from that. And when you can't turn back on yourself because you love yourself so dearly and you believe in yourself, no one can tell you nothing. You're unstoppable at this point. There's no one with their external validation ever able to destroy what I already created at this point. And I am highly grateful for the ability to have the opportunity to create that for myself. Because that's definitely something that I know I have accomplished. This was one of my things that I came in this lifetime to do. The mastery of who I was, the mastery of who I can be is now coming. But now, once I've mastered who I was currently, being who I was, I know how to create who I want to be by being the ordinary person that I am today, making extraordinary choices, which are every single decision I make on a daily basis. I am structuring them in the way that I need them to be, so that I can create the person I want to become. And and that came from a lot of thinking. That came from a lot of asking myself my own questions about, what is my purpose here? What am I doing here? Every time something bad would happen to me, I knew something was being learned here. So instead of thinking, why me, I would ask myself, what am I learning here? What is the mastery that would come if I know how to overcome this challenge that I am facing at this time? Because whatever life has given me is just the tools that I need to build the foundation, right? To build, because you need tools to build anything. You need those. Without those hard tools, you can't turn that knob to connect those two things together. So everything is a process. Everything is a process of an idea, a vision, using the right tools, and doing everything in repetition, and mastering your ability to overcome your challenges, and become the outcome to those obstacles. Like, you overcoming something is creating a layer of confidence, or belief in yourself. That's giving you a shield. That's giving you a weapon. That's giving you knowledge of self. That's giving you your ability of self-acceptance and believing in yourself and never doubting yourself and knowing your own power. And with that comes self-love. And there's nothing that can destroy self-love if you truly love yourself. There's no one that can tell you that you're not good enough. There's no one that can tell you that you're not suitable for something, because it's all about you and what you know about yourself and your ability to do as you want and please, because you have mastered your ability to do so. And that is the mastery of life, which I'm so excited to teach you guys, and I don't even know where to start, but I will. I will, and I will. And I am currently, but I will do so much more than what I'm doing now. And I can just see it and I feel it. And I am so excited. I am excited. I am in love with my life right now and where I am mentally and physically and spiritually, and the abundance of just heartfelt happiness that I feel. I just want to wish that upon everyone, because this is just an amazing feeling to have. And because I've reached this peak in my life, I feel like I've created this heaven that I know everyone can create. There's no such thing as an impossible at this point in my mind, because I've been so okay with myself, with my surroundings, with people. I embrace and I am grateful for it all, because it all teaches you. The good and the bad is just like beauty in my eyes right now. And if you ask me, I would say that's how someone would describe heaven. Because how do people think they would describe heaven? Is by admiring everything about it, the beauty it has and everything it has, the people, just what makes it what it's supposed to be. It's pleasant because you now embrace it in a way that you can see and feel and be in tune with it, because you don't have the worries or the fears or the insecurities that block that. That vision is being blocked by all these things that we create in our minds. And once we are able to break free from those illusions of fears and insecurities and doubts and just shame and whatever it is that's stopping you, these are all blocking your vision from your extraordinary self, from who you have the potential to be and become and create in your life. And that's so beautiful once you discover that I don't even know how to start to express it or explain it, because it's just unexplainable for the perspective of my knowledge to do so. And I feel blessed and grateful. And all I want to do is share it with everyone I meet and everyone that wants it and wants to learn and discover that about themselves, just like I did for myself. Because when you're happy, you just want to spread the happiness. And you want to spread the beauty, and you want people to see what you see, but it's so hard because there's so many people that are still blinded in their fears and in their doubts and their limitations. And I feel like I'm responsible to break that. I feel like there's a responsibility in my heart that feels like there's something that I need to do here to change that. And I will. And I will. And I'm figuring it out day by day. It's like I'm learning something new every day. I'm feeling something completely different. And it's just a process. And I'm just going to call this my journaling, I guess. I'm just yapping off. But I feel like one day these words will matter. And I feel like one day even, my own children will look at this and see my process and how it was for me and where I was. And even for myself, if God forbid one day I fall back down into a place I shouldn't be, mentally, physically, spiritually, wherever, I have this video or audio to remember, to bring me back to where I am right now, and to show me the beauty it was for me to express this right now, as I feel and as I'm creating this life for myself. We all can. And I'm excited, guys. So I just wanted to express that. Nothing fancy or professional, just me, just purely me. And yeah, I just want to send blessings to everyone. Love, 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 love 5 billion trillion thousand miles away from me, all over and over. That's how much I want to share, I guess. Yeah, guys, so thank you for listening. If you listen this much, I'm really grateful for your ears, and I hope that it touched your heart the way I'm expressing it in my heart. Thanks, guys. Bye.